Eighth grade Bobcats, Mr. Flato here. Brand new Bob lesson for you today. We're going to kind of move in the direction here of careers down the stretch. Obviously, the main reason we are here in school every day is to prepare for a fulfilling career, hopefully someday for each and every one of you. Think about as you were growing up. It seemed like there was kind of two options out there. You either graduate from high school and then you go into the workplace, or you attend a four-year college, graduate, and then go into the workplace. And one thing that is trending upwardly right now is two-year degrees and or trades, the trades I'm going to call it. So we're going to get in this Bob lesson. It's kind of long, so I want to get rock and rolling on this, but this is a huge part of the future in my opinion as the price of college goes up. And as the need for skilled trades, laborers in the job market continues to increase, there's a real opportunity there. Hope you guys enjoyed this. All right, 8th graders, we open up this week's Bob lesson, brand new Bob lesson, as we move into careers to end your HMS career with the careers of the future question mark. But first, let's be our best this week at HMS. Let's be Bob. Let's be safe. Let's be responsible. Let's be respectful. Let's be a learner. All right, when I talk about the trades today on this Bob lesson, I'm talking about the second definition here. You can kind of see my cursor. The trades are known as a skilled job, typically one requiring manual skills and special training. Skilled trades come somewhere between a high school diploma and a little bit more. Sometimes it's a 2-year program. I'm really hoping to get everybody on a field trip to Helena College to learn about some of the skilled trade programs that you can do in 2 years there. But skilled trades can also be apprenticeship programs where you get into something specifically that you want to do, say like electrician work, and you go through and you learn on the job, and then you take certain testing and you specifically focus on bringing one thing to the table, whether it's electrician work or carpentry work or welding work or so on and so forth. A lot of these are skilled trades right here, and I have a follow-up video that's going to talk about the top 15. You'll notice a certain trend with skilled trades. It's hands-on, it's fixing, doing, creating something. These are very specific jobs where you specialize in something that is high in need. And so that's kind of what we're going to talk about here today. All right, real quickly, there's a lot of articles out there, and I want to share some excerpts of a typical article that I found from a year ago asking about our trades are the future. It's almost impossible, seems impossible to admit this, seeing as skilled laborers are the folks who built our country, and that's the Industrial Revolution. But the U.S. is facing an incredible decline or supply of people that are skilled labor over the next few years at the exact same time when demand is expected to reach its peak. So in terms of economics, we've got huge demand for people in the skilled trades and very few people that are willing to fill those trades. Some of the main reasons are pushing conventional four-year careers, as I talked about in the intro, a misconception associated with skilled labor, meaning that they're not valued in our society maybe, the recent recession forcing folks out of their skilled labor positions. And then baby boomers, those are people that are in their 70s and 80s that are reaching age of retirement. So they are no longer doing that. They're moving into retirement. Going to kind of skip through this article and talk about a few different things. There's a report out there that projects that 3.4 million manufacturing jobs are likely to be needed over the next decade. That's when many of you will be becoming adults and moving into the job market. Of those 3.4 million jobs, an unbelievable 2 million expected to go unfilled, furthering the current skills gap. What that means is that if you prepare yourself for the skilled trades, which can start as early as Helena High with some of the stuff they've got going out in the shops, maybe moving to Helena College, you're going to be sitting in a very, very good position in the future. The interesting thing is there's no shortage of people out there who are capable of filling these in-demand jobs, such as welding. There's just a shortage of people willing to do them because so many people are caught up on stopping their education at high school or going into a 4-year program. I'm going to kind of skip through here. It talks about how President Donald Trump has a stance on manufacturing jobs and is aiming to bring more of those back and put more of a focus on those jobs. That's just going to lead to more and more jobs. I'm going to get down here to kind of the bottom for time's sake, and I'm going to kind of skip down here to the summary. To anyone looking to create a secure and rewarding career, this should be music to their ears. With the amount of money likely to be invested in infrastructure is building, it's construction, it's roads, it's bridges, it's all that stuff that skilled laborers are needed to create over the next decade and beyond, combined with the current decline in workers because of retirement and other reasons. A job in skilled labor could prove to be one of the smarter decisions you make. So just to recap from this article, and there's many out there, the one thing I want you guys to take out of this is a huge decline in the number of people that have the skills to be a welder, to be a plumber, to be a construction worker, to do some of those things, and a huge demand going up in the future for jobs that are needed to do that. All right, to finish up, I'm going to share a couple reasons why I really love the trades. The trades aren't for everybody, but I do think that they're an option for a huge percentage of our kids coming out of HMS. The first is they're very cost effective and you get a great return on your investment. Some of the trades, they don't cost you anything. You actually start working and then you get the training on the job, and then you can eventually work under somebody and test up and get certain certifications. For a lot of the programs like Helena College of Technology, they're just 2 years. You're getting credits at a lot more affordable rate than you would if you were at a 4-year institution, and you get to start working a lot quicker. A lot of college kids these days come out with high stacks of student loans that they have to pay off, and the jobs are limited with a 4-year degree. 2 and 3, like we talked about in that article, they're high in demand, meaning there's lots of jobs out there, and they're low in supply, meaning there's not that many people that are out there with the appropriate skills or certification to fill that need. They're specific and task driven. A lot of 4-year college degrees out there, sociology, psychology, business. They give you a general foundation of education, but it's not something specific that you can go out and necessarily do. A lot of the skills that you learn in the trades are very specific. I'm going to be a welder. I'm going to be a plumber. I'm going to be a firefighter. I'm going to be a electrician, so on and so forth. Minimal post-secondary commitment, meaning a lot of times at the most you'll only need to go 2 years past high school. They're hands-on. A lot of people don't like being in school. They don't like sitting in a desk at a table, sitting still. They like to be up, moving around, working out in nature, working outside, building something, not sitting behind a cubicle. They push high school grads just a little bit further. That's my favorite. For those of you that should be everybody that has the goal of getting a high school diploma, they're going to push you a little bit further to get a little bit more training, a little bit more knowledge. And then my favorite reason why is they're within range of every HMS student. Anybody here can do it. As long as you finish high school, there's a program out there for you. Like I'll finish with, it's not for everybody, but I do think that it's an option for a handful of HMS students. All right, we are now on to Jellybean Question of the Week winners: Cameron Klemp, Layla Riggs, Amanda Smith, Bertie Heiser, and Alec Ballard. The answer was David. Snap, crackle, and David. This week's Jellybean Question of the Week is: what 5-letter word written in all caps can be read the same upside down? If you think you know the answer, submit your answer to the Bob Box no later than Friday. Tune in next week. See if you are a winner. All right, Bobcats, let's go make it a great week.